Hey YouTube, I'm just making a quick review of my mining rig here. I picked this up on eBay, about 260 bucks, if you can take a look. It's like a 4U, they describe it as a 4U mining rig shape. Pretty simple case if you ask me. It has some holes on the sides. You don't really need any of it, but you know, 3 fans here, two in the back. Let's take a look inside, okay? Now, before we take a look inside, I just wanted to mention, when I bought this case, it came and it was all smashed up. If you look closely, I had to hammer this part straight. It's still kind of crooked, but that doesn't matter. It's straight enough. I had to re-rivet all the holes here, here, all along the bottom, just so it would be a rectangle shape. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so inside we got the graphics cards. They're actually all 1070s. I have one 1070 Ti in the corner here. Take a look closely. It's this one. Can't tell them apart. But yeah. I am using a MSI Z370 SLI Plus motherboard. And if you look at the wire management, it's pretty clean. Usually when you see rigs like this, it looks like a massive rat's nest, but I think I did my best to make it as clean as possible. If you look closely, one of the major concerns is airflow. So you want to make sure that the wires aren't blocking everything off. Like, see here, I made this so that it's off to the side, so it's not blocking anything off. And if you notice the fans, these aren't the fans that it came with. It actually came with Molex fans, and all 5 of them are broken. So I had to buy new fans. These are just connected to the fan header. This board actually has 4 fan headers, so it was able to connect to all of them. And the fans are running at 90% speed, and it actually works pretty well. I have a EVGA G2 1300 watt power supply there. And nothing too special here, just the fans. Now, one thing I want to help you guys out with this case, it's actually super easy to set up. But one good thing about it is it has this guide for the graphics card so that they don't move around. And it also has this to hold it all in place. Now, this won't work very well if you have mismatched graphics cards, but in this scenario it works pretty well because they're all the same size, even though they're not all the same card. Like, these 2 are actually they're not the black editions, these are all black editions, so there's slight variances, but they all have the same power and everything except the Ti model. Now, you're probably wondering too as well how the fans are set up. Now, initially I had the fans going this way, and it worked okay. Temperatures were sitting at about I'd say 55 degrees for the highest card. Or actually, all of the cards were sitting around 55 degrees doing it that way. But just a week ago, I actually changed it up and I made the fans go this way. Now, I didn't have to disassemble anything, but if you think about it, if these fans are blowing into the cards, they're cooling them down quickly, and then this is just exiting all the hot air. And that actually made a huge difference. Now, before my cards were hovering in the mid 55s. I'll show you what they're at now. My projector here. If you look closely, like, that's the fan speeds. I have them all at 60. I've never changed that. But aside from these 2 cards, everything is around 50. These 2 are actually a little higher. Normally only GPU 5 is around 53. So I guess by opening the case, it actually made it a little warmer. I don't know why, but it did. So let's take a look again. What do you guys think? Let me know. I do like the rails here. These came with it too. Even the switch that it came with is actually broke. I had to put my own switch in there and rewire all of that. It was easy because I had one lying around anyways. This is my main rig. I do have another one. It's just a plain old rig here. I had it set up a while back. It's just one GPU in here. But one thing, it's a bit Phoenix case. These things are notorious for really bad airflow. And one trick I learned is, contrary to popular belief, if you take these top fans here and make them blow downward into the GPU, which is right below it, you can even see the fan of the GPU right there, it actually makes that rig run a lot more cool. If you look at this rig runs at a cool 50 degrees on full load.